Chilly. End of a long day. Man, I never stop. You know, a lot of you guys might wonder why I don't do this inside. It's because I'm never inside. And who wants to videotape inside? Ugh. It's kind of gross. But anyway, it's funny. Coincidentally, I can hear a wolf howling. I don't think the audio is good enough in that camera. I don't have any speakers hooked up to the microphone's hooked up to it, but there's a wolf howling about. It sounds like it's a quarter kilometer. Yeah, it's probably maybe 1,000 yards off in the distance. Anyway, I don't think you're gonna hear him. Oh, on that word on the pack of wolves that came in and ran my horses that day. I pretty well got all of them. I think there might be one left. That might even be him. But anyway, moving along. What do I got to say today? I got an interesting email sent to me. Out of the blue, I asked a couple people about someone in the past who had some video footage of one of these damn things, and I wonder why they only had, it's obviously they just have the one quick clip or the one little clip, and obviously the camera, you can tell the camera's like basically within 15 feet of this thing. And I asked a friend of mine, Scott, I asked why. Excuse me. I asked why. Like, if that was me, obviously I would have pictured it. If I was that close to one of these things, I'd have that camera on a tripod pointing at it wide open on record the whole time, and I would not stop. I would get that thing waking up, screaming and growling and being pissed off and walking away, right? So I wondered about the rest of that footage, and sure enough, the word on the street is they do have a substantial pile of that footage of that being. And, there's a lot of you people out there who just need proof on the internet so bad. And there's a pile of you Sasquatch researchers out there who are stuck in that circle of videotaping yourselves and sticks and X's and all this horseshit nonstop. And that's fine, teach their own. I'm not a fan. So you all understand where my mind is, and I know there is literally tens of thousands of you out there who are up to date on the known facts of these things and how it works and what's been going on. The proof's in. The proof has been in for a long time. Okay, it's been done. If you love to go out there and look for the signs of these things, fine. Fill your boots. Fill your boots. Whatever floats your boat. I don't care. Am I interested in that? Not the slightest, myself. Like I said before, once you see one of these things, who gives a shit about a twisted tree branch or a footprint? I don't care. I want to know the answers. I want to know the answers to the intelligent, obvious questions. Why? Why are these scientists who have done the DNA studies, not just one, why are all of them getting demolished by the scientific community, the government, other people in the so-called Sasquatch community? As soon as there's hardcore, solid evidence delivered, acquired, those groups of people go into instant attack cannibal mode. Easily proven. And that's far beyond any videotaping, any stupid stick sticking out of the ground or a tree break or whatever the hell I have you. Move on. If you're really interested in this topic, you better start picking it up and move up ahead a few steps, because that's where the game is. It's way ahead of you. And I might sound a little pissed off right now. I am. I usually get. It's the end of the day too. I'm kind of tired. But this topic has been annoying for a while as I sat back on the fence and watched it going through its cycles. And that there is answers out there for you for every single question you've ever had. The answers have been in your face for a long time. Like it or not. Many of you know this. Many of you are intelligent enough to dig, see the evidence, see everything that's being delivered to you, and understand and get it. And then sadly, there's an other portion of people out there on the internet who just can't wrap their brains around much, let alone the facts. Do you know what I mean? So sadly for them, leaving them in the dirt, carrying on forward. Keep in mind, I know some of you complain that I babble a whole bunch when I get on here and deliver a video, but it is what it is. So these things have got to be said. There's around 1,000 people, new people coming here every 24 hours to 48 hours, and they all got to be brought up to speed. Am I right? There's a lot of you that have been here for a long time, and you've heard me say these words numerous times. Well, Sorry, but it's just the way it's going to be, because you got to keep everybody up to speed. Now, as we move along, just so you know, yes, I am in contact with some very, very intelligent people. Okay? And there's definitely a route to going about sharing knowledge with all of you. But first, obviously, you have to undo the damage that's been done. You have to call out the shitheads who have annihilated the information on this topic, who have annihilated the credible people. You know, you have to call them out first. You have to fix what's been broken first before you can smash forward with the brand new. You know, it's not necessarily brand new though. But anyway, Scott's book, Truth Denied. People wonder why. I am encouraging people to get that book and read it. It's because all of the answers are in it. The names are displayed. The conversations are accurately wrote down for you to read. The actions of people are there for you to see what they have done and what all the dirtbags did. And you'll understand why many of these players in the past just threw in the towel and went over into that side of the field and didn't want to play anymore. Do I blame them? I don't know. I'm a little different in mind than that. I cannot stand quit. I can't stand quit in anything, any topic, any person. If I see somebody quitting, it kind of really bugs the shit out of me. And that's why I'm here now. I mean, I was sitting on the back porch, listening and watching the horseshit going on too long. And my mindset is, you know, you don't need the scientific community. Who gives a shit? The scientific community kiss my ass. The government? Really? Who out there actually needs the government to tell you something? Are you kidding me? They're off the team too. But now, especially how my channel is proving to all of you, there is far, far, far more people that directly know of these things than there isn't now. That's all there is to it, okay? And that's the only people you need. That's the only people you need. The people that stomp their hands and fists on the ground and cry and whine about, show me the proof, show me the proof. You just kick them aside. You don't engage them, kick them aside. Kick them aside. Their brains can clue in, possibly on their own. I don't have time for it. You shouldn't either. It just bogs it down. It stops everything dead. Kick them off the side. The scientific community, they are not going to acknowledge this. They're not going to let it happen. Kick them to the side. Who needs them? You don't need the scientific community to prove something's running around when tens and tens and tens of thousands of people have seen these things. They have the DNA. There's video clips. Tens of thousands of credible eyewitnesses. The proof's in. It's been done. All right? Where am I going with this? Yeah, I'm babbling a little bit, but like I said before, nothing scripted here. Let's turn on the camera, let it rip, and hopefully I get out what's on my mind smoothly so you can all pick it up. So I'm going to read this email volley between me and Scott, and it answers my questions. And will I be seeking out and speaking with the persons mentioned in this email? Yeah, I'm gonna, because I'm kind of like how'd you describe me? I'm the motivator. Okay? And also I am a good tool to clear up the bullshit, and I don't quit. So I'm gonna hopefully. Well, anyways, that could be later on. What's going to come later on, okay? But in the meantime, I just want to share this little tidbit with all of you so you can understand more, and the picture can become more understandable, and you can see a little more clearer, okay? Here we go. Listen to this. So I'd already emailed Scott wondering, well, what happened to that other video footage that I knew of, and why didn't they get a bunch of other video footage, and there must be more, okay? And that was in the previous email. There's no internet connection where I am here. So I just sort of I copy what I want to read, and then I put it in my notes on my phone, and then I find a spot where there's not too much noise and let it rip. So listen to this. Another pair of the reader glasses of the week. I go through them like I go through frickin' socks. Steve, Adrian Erickson was a major player in the Sasquatch genome study. His team contributed several samples, including a blood sample that was able to be completely sequenced. One of the 3 whole genomes in the study. He had Dr. Lila Chika, Chikha, overseeing the collection of DNA samples, and she personally saw Sasquatch on at least one occasion that I'm aware of. All this happened at the Kentucky property. Layla, L-E-I-L-A, Layla had doctorates in evolutionary biology and ecology from Princeton University. He has a lot of very good video. What you saw was just a very short promo from his never-released documentary. It is my understanding the subject in the video did get up and move around, etc. I think Sissy set up and got that video, but I'm not sure. Supposedly they trusted her and she could hand feed the infant. I have seen some IR footage taken by Erickson's team, and it's very good. Dennis Fall was on site and took a lot of the footage. He and Dave are good friends. You might hit Dave up to put you in touch with Dennis. He definitely has a lot of information about the project and what went on. Erickson got very pissed off at the quote, Bigfoot community when they came after him like they did Melba. He was basically like, F you, and refused to release anything. Closed up shop and went home. Here's an excerpt interview he did in 2016. Can you tell me about the plans to do a documentary about the research project? What has happened? Will it ever be released? Adrian Erickson. In 2011, we decided to shop the documentary, which was in its finishing stages. We were not able to get an impartial, open-minded scientist who would stick his or her neck out to discuss the controversial DNA results, as they were not in accordance with DNA of likely species. Only the uninformed media gave it some soundbite time on various TV news stations, and the Sasquatch community crucified Melba's results. A couple of experts lend their opinions. There was so much opposition and skepticism. Releasing the documentary at that time would be pointless. It was like saying we had found a purple apple and everyone else said, no, it can't be because apples have always been red. Even others in the Sasquatch community, in the race to come up with DNA, did nothing but discredit the project. What a bunch of absolute douchebags, right? If that doesn't piss you off. Anyway, question. What personal conclusion do you draw from this study? Adrian Erickson. The world is not ready to accept what this species is. Certainly the scientific community is not. As an example, even though Dr. Layla Hadj-Chick witnessed a Sasquatch doing a bluff charge and recorded the audio of it, she cannot come out and say Sasquatch exists, as, I presume, she will be criticized by her peers, or perhaps by doing so diminish her chances in this research field. If she feels she cannot, how can the others? Question. What have you learned? Adrian. Sasquatch will decide when it's time to be recognized. The Sasquatch decides when he lets you see him. There is no hunting for a Sasquatch with night vision cameras, as I naively thought at the start of this project. Unless they are chance encounters, the Sasquatch knows when you're there and he is stalking us humans, not the other way around. I have also learned more about human nature along the way, the viciousness and prejudice on the subject. So you can see why I went away. By the way, I cover this in detail in my book, Truth Denied. So there you go. All right? The Sasquatch community. What a bunch of bozos. What a bunch of frickin' asses. But anyways, whatever. Like I said earlier, it's time to just get rid of the bullshit. Kick the usual names who have been keeping everybody going in circles. Just kick into the curb and smash forward and clear up this bullshit and get on with it. That's what we are all doing. You know, and that's why I've mentioned in the past, you know, if you guys have been following my video deliveries the whole way, hopefully you're picking up the tidbits that are getting delivered to you as we take the baby steps up to the big party. All right? Do you get it? Are you understanding this? Because you just don't go into a wrecked building and set up shop, right? You got to go in there and clean up the frickin' mess that all the idiots left behind from the past. And sadly, there's still a handful of those idiots out there today still controlling this narrative. Not anymore. It's been taken from you idiots. But anyway, there you go. There is a direct conversation from a very intelligent, and from what I heard, what I hear from multiple sources, a very, very solid, intelligent, good person who got raked over the coals by all the douchebags that everybody knows of today and more. Okay? So, for all of you who may get frustrated at me being frustrated and angry, well, hopefully you will get frustrated and angry alongside me about the same thing. And that's how we're going to clear up all this bullshit. Okay? And that's what I was mentioning earlier about getting back to community. Whoever the absolute butthole is that made it okay to automatically attack and ridicule and call good, hard, honest, working people liars and discredit them, whoever they are, it's time to kick all that horseshit to the side, get the community back, and support each other, okay? Together, band together, and kick all the horseshit to the side and smash forward. All right, and I strongly believe it's pretty obvious that's what we are doing. So it is getting exciting. It's just getting exciting. Trust me. What else can I share after that chunk of little rant, right? Man, I've been up, running around mountains in this frozen snow and post-holing crap. And we're filming up a whole bunch of outdoor stuff nonstop. And then then we race back and start doing the edits, and the techies are code writing and just stuff. It's just endless. There's endless things going on in my end in multiple different areas. Multiple different areas, but there's a whole pile of so much good coming, it's stupid. And for any of you other people out there who know of what's coming up in Washington State in the next, what is it, March 6th or 7th weekend, I think? Yeah, I told Dave I'd do it. Pilates, told him I'd do it. So I'll let you know exactly when and how that's going to go down. Maybe some of you can come out there in person in public and heckle me face to face. That'd be good. You know, what else? Yeah, I think I will be going to Georgia as well. I will be going. I said I was going to go, and once I say I'm going to do something, I do it. That's all there is to it. So I am going. I just don't know exactly when I'm going yet. I got to go all over the place. I got to go to Mississippi. I got to hook up in Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida. I got to go to Florida, I think. I got to go all over the place. We're booking bush plane flights right now for the north for this fall. Whew, what else? I'm in talks with Cabela's right now to partner up on a handful of cool items. That's all been going down right now. That's a whole pile of emailing and talks. And numerous other names that you're familiar with, I'm in talks with as well for doing other things. I've got probably 16 different pies on my plate, and I'm trying to take a slice out from each one and get it done. And it's tough to give each one the critical attention that it deserves. And then, obviously, I've got you guys to take care of on this YouTube channel as well, while I bring what I can to you when I can. And but don't forget. Don't forget for 1 second that my main motivation of sharing these things online through YouTube, through all you, is 150% for all of you who have had a tough time with this topic. That's why I'm doing this, okay? And aside, the so-called Sasquatch community, the researcher community, whatever, leave me out of your horse shit, man. Not into it. Am I attacking all researchers? Hell no. The lunatics? Hell yeah. The lunatic researcher group. What a bunch of cannibalistic wacko-pass you guys are. Holy shizzle. Actually, somebody just notified me there's a couple people that have been taking my video content and making videos with it without permission. So yeah, I definitely have a team. I got a lot of people actually behind me that you don't know about. But yeah, we're definitely going to see... they are going the legal route to seek this shit out straight out of YouTube, possibly get their channels completely booted off. So don't think that things don't go unnoticed on this end. They just get dealt with a little differently than the adolescent minded people that are on the social media doing all the attacking and all the horse shit. So it's okay. We got this. But other than that, how's that for a quick update? I hope this all works out. You've got the beautiful mountains in the background. It's freezing frickin' cold here still, but it seems to be spring seems to be on its way. But So there you go. Doing another live one. I think I will do another live YouTube. When am I going to do that? What day is it? Wednesday or something? I think it's Wednesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Going to travel down to Vancouver again. Another 2-dayer. Let's try maybe possibly a Sunday night. All right? Maybe I'll try a YouTube live this Sunday night, possibly. Yeah. If not, I'll go on to that. You know, I can make a post on the YouTube community or whatever. I'll make a solid post on there very shortly and confirm a live feed Sunday evening, and we can all heckle the shit out of each other for a couple hours again. How's that sound?